What do you have to do to beat the Rainmaker? That wasn't a star-studded performance. I don't know what was. I think that right there was the definition of a new beginning. Good evening, everybody. Now, I'm just a simple man coming home from prior obligations, as you can see, and my name is Noah Foster, and welcome once again to another Simple Take. As we are now removed a little bit under 24 hours from NJPW, the new beginning in Saporro, Night 2, this is just my brief takeaway, recaps, thoughts, and overall analysis on what we saw as we head towards the final day of the New Beginning Tour next weekend in Osaka. And yes, of course, I will be doing a Simple Take on that and predictions live on my YouTube channel. Please stay tuned. Anyway, so basically we start off with the following. If I could find my notes here. I have to find them. Give me a moment. I just got home, by the way, too, and my voice is gone. Botch. All right, everybody. Let's see here. Notes list. Okay, here we go. So basically, we start off with the first match of Toa Hanare versus Yoshitashu. And again, Toa, he's trying to prove a point how he is ready to move on from the Young Lion class. And basically, he once again proved it here. It events a very game Young Lion. As again, these Young Lions show aggressiveness, there's submission holds, beautiful drop kicks, by the way. Some of the best drop kicks I've seen. And he even speared him at one point. But of course, Hanare, he came back and he won. And he just slammed him down. I forget the name of the finisher. Apologies. Chris Charleston does so well, but I can't remember everything he says. I'm still learning all these moves myself for some of these people. Anyway, Toa won, but he also makes a very bold statement in the end. He says that he's claimed that he's ready. He's done with the young boys. He wants Shingo. He remembered his first taste of Shingo, and he liked it, and he wants more of it. Now Shingo is the never overweight champion. Possibilities are endless and unlimited for him. Yes, I know I just made a Sonic Unleashed reference. Good game, good soundtrack. And basically, he says he wants to go after the neverweight champion. He's ready to move on from Young Lions to, well, the heavyweights. Will that happen? I do not know. I've been out all day, as you can tell. Talking a lot, too. Anyway, our next match was Yuya Uemura, Tamaki Homa, and Toge Makabe versus Manabu Nakanishi, Tiger Mask, and Hiroshi Tenzan. A very aggressive six-man tag that brought more than I initially perceived. But in the end, Uemura and Tiger Mask was really the story here, as of course, Uemura and Tiger Mask, they are like a teacher-student relationship, and it's been told through the backstage interviews and banters that some people are disappointed that Uemura is not showing that ruthless aggression to take the next step, to really impress his teacher, Tiger Mask, per se. And basically, it really picked up when these two were in the ring, exchanging with one another. There was a submission hold, but then Nakanishi, he comes in, he tries to chop down Uemura, who had Tiger Mask's submission hold. He would not let go for anything. Anyway, following that, Nakanishi, he eventually allows, the submission hold to be broken up. And then we get the underhook superplex, ridiculous I might add, from Tiger Mask, and then Tiger suplex, nobody kicks out, 1, 2, 3, Tiger Mask's team picks up the win, and then a very humbling statement and farewell for Nakanishi, who of course knows his time's about up. This is his retirement tour, of course, and he of course thanked all the people as that would be the last time he ever performs in that city. A very nice six-way tag, and I think Uemura is really showing a lot of promise. But again, only time will tell for the rest. And now we move on to a very unique one-on-one showcase. As established name now fully resets himself, Gabriel Kidd versus ELP. Both of these men are well known for the UK scene. ELP, of course, making his statement last year and just basically one of the top tier stars in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And now you have Gabriel Kidd, who's trying to come in and basically do it up with everybody in New Japan Pro Wrestling, going through the LA Dojo system under, of course, Shibata and the brutal training regimen that goes with it. A complete reset. Not a bad match here, but truly this was just ELP bullying showcase. You got all the typical spots with ELP going old school, walking across the ropes. He, of course, made sure he's not going to have children. I'm surprised that move doesn't get him DQ. And basically, Kidd, he got one good bit of offense in with a drop kick and Boston Crab. But unfortunately, his Boston Crab, and again, this is just part of the experience bit, too close to the ropes. So ELP was able to immediately get out of there. And then following that, ELP, he won later on with a splash. That was it. But of course, to add a statement, because he is Bullet Club, and insult to injury, what does he do afterwards? He hits him with the CR2. So even though, hey, we're from the same country, we should be buds, help me. Yuppie, only in for himself. Simple as that. Moving on from there, we get a preview of the six-man Never Openweight Championship picture as we have Robbie Eagles, Tomohiro Ishii, and Hiroki Goto, who will be challenging for the six-man Never Openweight Championships later on this week during the New Beginning Tour before Osaka. They face, of course, the current champs in Bushi, goodbye Chris's favorite person, Evo, Chris Mason's favorite person, and of course, the newly crowned Never Openweight Champion, I cannot be happier about that, in Shingo Takagi. And this match was everything I expected, as it was, of course, Ishii and Evil, who seem destined to destroy each other. They start this off with a furious start, Evil trying to do everything he can to get the best of Ishii after losing to him the previous night. And basically it all breaks down, and not just these two men. But then eventually we get Shingo and Goto into it, as Shingo, of course, teases Goto that, hey, I have this now. And of course, Shingo, he just wants to beat the daylights out of everybody. They go for it a little while, and then eventually we get Goto getting the advantage over Shingo. He gets Teddy Ishii, and then I was like, hey, I can look forward to this match, and I hope this happens. G1 throwback people, as it was Shingo and Ishii exchanging brutally forearm smashes that would knock any normal man flat on his ass with one shot. But following that, it really came down to a wicked headbutt, and then finally we get Robbie Eagles and Bushi. A story in itself, as Bushi, some people would view probably the weakest member right now of the six-man Neverweight Tag Team Champions. Not to mention a guy that Robbie Eagles has defeated before in tag action. And it happened again here as Robbie Eagles got the best of Bushi with a 450 splash on the leg and then Romero's special. And as I was trying to get broken up, everybody came in, they got brainbustered, and then Stereo Ushi Goroshi pretty much. And following that, Bushi had no choice but to tap out, so Team Chaos goes in with some momentum towards their championship match later this week. Now, will they become new six-man Never Openweight Tag Team Champions? The belts that I figure are the most relevant in New Japan, considering they only defend it like 5 times a year. I don't know. And considering Shingo right now is a double champ with the Never Openweight six-man tag blue and the classic Never Openweight red belt, and of course he wants to elevate these belts in his own way, through his own spirit, channeling the spirit of Never. I honestly feel like LIJ should keep the belts at this point, and I do hope they do more of them than the previous champs. I'm pretty sure half the time Toriano didn't even know where he put the belt. Anyway, moving on from there. Okay, I gotta say right now, up to this point, this undercard was meh. Boy, did it kick up here. But I gotta be honest, I really didn't care about 6 men in this match. I only cared about 2. You see the shirt. You've heard me on this channel if you've watched me before. I am a little biased. I have my favorite faction. I have my favorite smaller faction, but my favorite faction, it is the brutally hard-hitting, aggressive, technical, don't give a damn about anything attitude in Suzuki-gun, led of course by their leader, Kasaninare, in the King, Minoru Suzuki. And boy, did he took control of this match. Okay. So basically, it is an 8-man tag. It is Chaos versus Suzuki-gun, as we're also previewing not only the United States Championship match coming up, but the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. And then you got the coach there, because Rocker Romero's off doing work in America during the USA New Beginning Tour. Oh, by the way, spoiler alert, we have new IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. It only seems to be a curse for them one day a year. Any other day they can get it done, especially with the help of Jado. GOD is once again IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. And in my opinion, not a bad team to deserve it. But seriously, they need to grow their tag team division, in my opinion. Anyway, this match, oh my gosh, boy did it pick up as Moxley was coming for the audience and Suzuki met him head on. And literally it was a tale of 2 matches. Typical Suzuki-gun start as everything brought down ringside, but we focused more on what's going on in the crowd as everybody was in danger because Minoru Suzuki and John Moxley were fighting the hell out of each other throughout the audience. Eventually, they finally get towards the ring, and we get ridiculous biting. Ouch. And following that, there's dual submissions on Roppongi 3K by their upcoming challengers from Suzuki-gun in El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru, the heel master. But then again, who cared about this? I didn't. It was really like you could have used camera by camera, side by side action. No offense to everybody else here. But all I wanted to just keep seeing them fight forever. I just wanted to keep seeing Minoru Suzuki and Jon Moxley beat the tar out of each other. I freaking loved it. And basically it continued here as we saw not once, not twice, not three, but 4 times pretty much these two wailing into one another. 5 times you count the aftermath. Anyway, Moxley and Suzuki, they exchange in the ring. Forearm for forearm, strikes for strikes, and basically Suzuki is laughing in Moxley's face. And as Moxley is about to go for basically a wind-up shot, he gives him the double bird. And then Suzuki goes and tries to break his hands. Go figure. Anyway, following this, the two take each other out with boots eventually. And by the way, Jon Moxley still sporting that eye patch thanks to the actions of Le Champion. It almost came off in this match. Anyway, as those two were finally taken out, Moxley and Suzuki, they are still fighting each other outside the freaking ring. And then we get a spear dropkick combination from one of the other competitors in the ring. But then Moxley and Suzuki, they come back into the ring later on after the other 6 men take each other out. And basically, they slapping the daylights out of each other, continuing to exchange in the middle of the ring. You thought you were going to get history repeated, where we thought we were going to see Gasta Padra after a quick sleeper hold. Nope. The fighting kept continuing, exchange. They both took each other out of the ring. They're still fighting. It comes down now basically to the coach, who tried to basically play resolve here, because again, Moxley was on Team Chaos. And both Moxley and Suzuki knocked the coach's lights out, knocked him back in the ring. They didn't give a damn. Basically, the coach was in a 3-on-1 situation against Suzuki-gun. It was not looking good for him. But in the end, Roppongi 3K, they did play the difference makers. And of course, they took care of their tag team challengers, kept them at bay. And once again, the coach picked up the win for his team, pinning Dookie, of all people, which shouldn't surprise anybody. In case I didn't say it, the teams were Yasushi Taguchi, Roppongi 3K, Shonyo, Sing It Cindy, and their partner Jon Moxley versus Suzuki-guns, Duka, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, El Desperado, and Minoru Suzuki. A couple times that steel pipe came into play too. He almost took Taguchi's head off. Not enough though, because once again, the obvious guy you think would take the fall, he did. But of course, this match was not over because what continued to happen? Suzuki and Moxley still fighting each other. These two are going to have 60 minutes. I better see these two beat the living tar of each other for at least 35 minutes come Osaka. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And of course, they're still fighting all the way to the back area as Taguchi took the IWGP United States Championship. I'm sure he gave it back to Moxley. I have not looked at the backstage interviews yet, if they're up on NJPWWorld.com. Anyway, moving on from there, after all that madness, they talk about, of course, all the tour dates coming up. First time ever, according to Chris Charlton, in over 22 years for some of these cities. Congrats to them. In Hokkaido, as they have a major tour of New Japan Pro Wrestling coming up in Hokkaido in July. So I hope they all enjoy that, and congratulations to New Japan Pro Wrestling on, of course, achieving that, as they continue to grow and expand and showcase the best in professional wrestling through the king of sports streaming. Anyway, this next match was a 3-on-3 6-man tag between LIJ and Chaos, as you had the former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion from long ago, by the way, I believe this time last year, because he beat excuse me, the Bone Soldier Tashimori, and his partners, of course, are Jay White and the most hated man in Japan, Sonata. They, of course, were facing Ticking Time Bomb Hiromu Tanahashi, current IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, and his partners, of course, Cold Skull Sonata and the double champ himself, Tetsuya Naito. And this match was everything I expected it to be, as of course it was a tale of two matches, but also Ishimori trying to get his name back in the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship picture, and he ended up, of course, eating the fall here. The match basically started off with Kenta and Naito going after each other, Kenta getting better of Naito, showing childish tattoos, coming down, just waiting for the aura of booze that he just loves to be the lead conductor of. We get a dropkick DDT combination later on, and then Ishii gets caught in a paradise lock. Good job, Sonata. And basically we get Sonata and Jay White, a preview of their match as both men jockey for position here. But then Ishii comes into play, saves Jay White would get a hot tag, as Jay White kept working over Sonata's leg because Naito was incapacitated, thanks to Kenta. Ishii is then met in the middle by Sonata. We get exchanges of kicks and knee strikes and hot tag by Naito, who took control of this match. close to a near fall, but in the end, Ishimori couldn't pull it off for the team. And of course, Gedo, he had to try and come into play again. Instead of getting, rope to the groin, he got a chair to the face that he tried to bring in. Crazy of Sonata. And Sonata picks up the win for this team with a yes luck counter from Ishimori into, of course, the skull end. Afterwards, of course, you see Kenta and Naito playing mind games with each other. And, of course, Jay White bellowing, yeah, you won this match just like one New Year's Dash, but think about this. You didn't pin me. It's going to be 1-1 against me. It's going to be a much different result in Osaka. You wait and see. And, of course, if you follow Bullet Club and follow Jay White, he's a man that usually not only keeps his word, he backs it up. So, I'm very curious about two things. Let me talk about this about the previous match. Coach, he's really doing very well picking up wins in place of Rocky Romero. I think he has a better win-loss record overall than Rocky Romero. Go figure. And I wonder if he's going to throw his name eventually towards the United States picture. Would you want to see Taguchi versus Jon Moxley? I think that would be interesting. And as far as Punky 3K, right now they got the momentum against Suzuki-gun. We'll see if they can hold up because, again, Suzuki-gun did win those titles back at the anniversary show, nearly held them for a year. I think history could repeat itself, but I do hope upon a free case, since they did prove they can hold the titles at least for one defense last year, maybe they can do it again, and maybe they'll wait on a change to an anniversary show. But again, they need a deeper tag team picture, more than ever before, for both divisions. And along with that flaw, as far as this match goes, Ishimori, I honestly wonder if Ishimori and ELP are going to continue as a tag team this year, or are they going to go their separate ways to pursue singles career? I can see ELP going to have the British Heavyweight Championship, since it's the British Cruiserweight Heavyweight Championship, especially after what we're going to talk about soon, which probably was my match of the night. And also, Ishimori is trying to get back the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, and I'm sure if ELP and Ishimori butt heads over that title, maybe they'll both be in the New Japan Cup, I could see it all breaking down. Then you got Sonata, who had such momentum last year, and based on the results of the match in Osaka, could that lead to something big for him, or even participating in the New Japan Cup? He was on the banner, but I guess only time will tell. Anyway, moving on from there, we go into what truly was a match of the night and history in the making, as we had an all-British Heavyweight Championship affair under New Japan Pro Wrestling for the Rev Pro British Heavyweight Championship. Some people call it the Zack Sabre title. And this match proved it again. I feel like they could do British rounds with this type of title, and still Zack Sabre Jr. would win. The elusiveness and overall counter-effectiveness of Zack Sabre Jr. is uncanny, and you would think Ospreay would have the advantage in both speed and power. He did for several spots, but it just wasn't enough. There was filling out for several rounds here as both men exchanged not only strikes, not only submission holds, but at one point they were going roll for roll, corner to corner, cover for cover. I could not keep track of this. I don't know how anybody can. Basically, following this, we get Ospreay grounded by Zack Sabre Jr., thus controlling the pace and putting the match in his favor. Because if you ground Ospreay, he can't fly, he can't get that speed. When Ospreay goes from 0 to 100, he's hard to stop or control. And then we get a bit of a test of strength after this between the two. And basically, Zack Sabre Jr., he kept down Will Ospreay to a degree. Ospreay tried to keep Zack Sabre Jr. down, even putting his own weight upon his body, but Zack Sabre Jr., he remained bridged. So again, do not underestimate the strength of Zack Sabre Jr. and that body. Good grief. Vegan warrior, just like Ali. I like Ali. Anyway, hope she wrestles again soon at AEW. Hope she's not injured. Following this, we get, like I said, the Roll Fruits exchange. And by the way, Red Shoes Umino was the ref for this match, not a ref pro referee. Anyway, there was a Rana, and then Zack Sabre Jr., he traps the arm after Will Ospreay tries to go for one of his patented moves. So much of Will Ospreay's signature offense was countered against Zack Sabre Jr. Again, like I said, this match was, 7 years in the making he's been waiting to get this title? He truly put it all out here. Tiltware into a ground cobra, which is a submission hold that Zack Sabre Jr. has not used for a while. I believe the last time he used that was against Ishii to even win the title. Nearly got Ospreay into it. Ospreay got to the ropes. Rope break. He was very fortunate as he almost had his arms tied up. Anyway, moving on, we get snapmares, counter for counter, and multiple times Zack Sabre Jr. he gets knocked out, but he also delivers his own PK as the story told in this match. Will Ospreay worked over Zack Sabre Jr.'s legs, trying to counter his submission specialty, or basically ground him. And to a degree, it played a lot in this match. But these two, of course, were huge egos, while they were even sitting down at one point in a figure 4 leg lock led by Ospreay, and Zack Sabre Jr. was trying to fight out of it. They're just slapping the daylights out of each other across the face. But then one shot, paintbrush Zack, he was out cold. Ospreay continues to work the legs, but of course, Zack Sabre Jr., he does make it to the ropes. Following this, we get a Hell Neuro suplex from Will Ospreay, almost like his Tiger special. But then 3 ridiculous PKs with injured legs by Zack Sabre Jr. that basically wore out Will Ospreay as he started to breathe heavy. Once again, his endurance being tested here. And this match went almost twice as long as the freaking G1 Climax match. This was at least 30 minutes. An incredible technical showcase, and I am going to rewatch it again once I'm done with this review. Bar none. Anyway, following this, we get Oscutter, but Zack Sabre Jr. ingeniously immediately rolls out the ring. Will Ospreay could not do it. Of course, that gives Zack Sabre Jr. up to 20 seconds to recover himself, and he did. He then goes for his Clucky Cat submission that basically submitted Tomohiro Ishii for him to get the title. Came this close to locking it in, but Ospreay got to the ropes. Following this, he goes for his patented European clutch. Double Nelson, fold over, could not do it. And then we get a ridiculous shooting star press by Will Ospreay. He goes for the hidden blade, could not stick it. Because, again, Zack Sabre Jr. tied up his arms. And then he gets power slammed for his troubles. Both men down. As we get towards the end of this match, unfortunately, he finally goes for his ace in the hold the Oscutter. And truly, many people that I talked to on Twitter, they believe that could have been the one move that could have gave Ospreay the title. Unfortunately, Zack Sabre Jr.'s ingenious offense to this and just awareness, he immediately counters this into a double type submission hold and then folding the fingers, drum manipulation to the point Will Ospreay does not tap out, but he cannot use anything, cannot get to the ropes, he cannot use his arms, he refuses to tap out verbally. It was through ref stoppage that Zack Sabre Jr. retained the British Heavyweight Championship in a match for the ages. You think about January giving us so many incredible match of the year candidates so far. This is my first right now for February. What an incredible back and forth match. Of course, he, cocky as ever, he tells Ospreay, "Not yet, mate, not yet. Where are the challenges? Where are the challenges?" So that poses 2 questions. Are we going to get this match again? Is Will Ospreay going to go after Zack Sabre Jr. again? Who will challenge Zack Sabre Jr.? Will Stormbreaker be the difference to take this title off him? And also, Zack Sabre Jr. is still British Heavyweight Champion. He's going to throw his name in the New Japan Cup, try to win that again, and take on Okada or even Naito? What does the future hold for both these incredible British technical all-round wrestlers? I cannot wait to find out, but this was truly a match to remember and worth watching again. Will Ospreay, nothing to be sad about in defeat. Zack Sabre Jr., gloat, 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 gloat. Long-lit Sabreism, strong style dead, as you were. Then we go to a match that was apparently 12 years in the making, as it seemed like just a horrible, bitter grudge. Botch. I'm having Botchmania. Anyway, this match was very unexpected from an effort standpoint, especially by Taiji, who I strongly believe in. But really, this all stems back to when Okada, he basically got over Taiji, and Taiji's been basically had the question in his head, why not me? Because Okada took that bold chance against the ace of New Japan, pulled off the shocker, and ascended to greatness as one of the best professional wrestlers of all time. And basically, Taiji, he does not get none of that. He was left in adulation, dark sheep, dark horse, whatever you want to call it. And basically, he was out to prove a point here, to beat Okada and wonder why this isn't me, this should be me in the Okada spot, getting the Okada adulations, etc., etc., etc. Because again, 12 years ago, Taiji beat Okada when he just came from Excursion in less than 10 minutes. This match almost quadrupled that time. As the story of this match, first of all, is what was the state of Okada after the brutal beatdown by Taiji the previous night. Wasn't great, as he had tape all across his upper neck and shoulder area. And every move that he basically did, including his running body splash over the barricade to the drop kicks that drop him on his high back and spine, he felt them, and it hurt badly. By the way, once again, star-making performance by Taiji, of course, new music video, and Miho Abe in tow. I wonder if Miho Abe thought about all of this. But again, she just worships Taiji. Anyway, the match really kicked off when Okada, he flew, but he caused whiplash to his neck, and you could tell that he was feeling it. And then we get a backdrop suplex from Taiji That really sucked. And at this point, Taiji, he blew a gasket as he once again tried to strangle Okada. Not once, not twice, but 3 times in the span of 15 seconds. Really pushing Red Shoes Uno to almost DQ him. But he did not. Eventually, of course, Okada, he gets back in the ring, he takes control. But Miho Abe, she's used as basically a defense by Taiji. Would you expect anything less? And this allows him to pull off a shotgun dropkick, but not from where you would think, as we almost had a repeat of previous last night as they met up on the ramp, and it looked like he was going to do Black Mephisto. He countered, and he shotgun dropkicked Taiji all the way down the ramp to ringside, while landing really hard, again, on his neck and upper back on the hard rampway. So really, who got the worst of that? You be the judge. Anyway, following this, things really picked up when, by the way, Yoshinobu Kanemaru on commentary at ringside. And by the way, as soon as the match started, Taiji tried to use the Iron Glove of Isuka. Denied. That Iron Glove almost came into play like 3 times here, to the point Okada was about to use it. I was like, Okada, you are messing with forces that mere men, even you, are not meant to mess with. Instead, he gives it to Red Shoes, which of course upsets Kanemaru, because it's like, hey, that's property of Suzuki-gun, you get that back. And because of this ref distraction, damn, he bashed and broke a chair over the top of Okada's head, bar none, after the glove distraction. And then, of course, one of my favorite moments, sorry, Garza, he does it better. Taiji does it better, simple as that. The pants come off, and that's when you know the match has just gone into a new level of aggression and intensity. As Taiji has one of the strongest performances I can remember, to the crowd getting behind him. And truth be told, this is his home turf, but I digress. Anyway, as the match progressed, there was a ridiculous neck wrench. You think Okada would pass out, be another ref stoppage. No. But he does also remove the tape, thus furthering the damage he was causing to this area. Ouch. Anyway, snap backdrop suplex again and again. So lethal and dangerous. Incredible offense pulled up by Taiji, controlling the Rainmaker, even pulling off a third one with a bridge for a near fall. Still not enough. And then he gets dropkicked by Okada, Taiji down. And then finally we get, of course, the panorama camera shot. No Rocky Romero on site. And not one, but 2 Rainmakers as he continues to control Taiji. And then following this, as he goes for picking him up for the third and ultimate Rainmaker, he distracts the ref, basically pushes the ref to the corner, ref to see anything. Inadvertent dreaded low blow to Okada, near fall. I thought he freaking had him on the Gato clutch. I thought we were going to have the shocker of new beginning right now. Still could come, but it did not come at this moment. Anyway, Kuragure kick, which is of course one of the most lethal kicks Taiji's known for, because Taiji is an incredibly hard striker with some of the hardest kicks in the game, including the buzzsaw kick. And we get a last ride powerbomb into another near fall. Taiji comes this close. Again, this is probably Taiji's best performance I've ever seen him do, to date. Following this, though, we get a ridiculous spinning Rainmaker and then a counter kick by Taiji, both men down. But of course, as Taiji tries to go for Black Mephisto, Okada gets him finally, and both these men were jockeying so much. Okada gets him finally with pile driver and a Rainmaker, and Okada wins. Damn it. All I can say is this. Right now, Okada, he's in a state where he's not champion. So right now, he's just wrestling and going to have fun with what he's doing. He doesn't really seem right now that he has so much pressure under him anymore, and he feels like he can kind of take it easy with all the pressure being on Naito having all the gold. Does he want to be champion again? Yes. But right now, he just seems relaxing and having fun. Go figure. Anyway, Taiji, though, if Taiji is still asking why not me, he needs to stop, because that performance right there, shenanigans aside, proved that Taiji can be a top contender star in New Japan Pro Wrestling, can become champion caliber, and can definitely hold up with the best of them, as he held up with Okada for nearly 40 minutes. This was an absolutely incredible match. I could not be more proud of the Holy Emperor of Suzuki-gun. But with that being said, that basically concluded the Naz Okada, of course, send the Okada crowd happy. He said he'll be back and he's going to make it rain. And that concludes it as we now head down the road of New Beginning to, of course, the culmination of it all in Osaka, where we'll have 4 championship matches, and who knows what our moments, surprise, and sadness will await us as we head towards not only the anniversary show and Nakanishi's retirement, and also Tiger Tori's retirement at New Japan Road, but also, as you know, next month, The New Japan Cup is back, and who knows what sort of surprises and breakout stars in the making will come. We got Lance Armstrong last year. Who could it be this year? But with that being said, those are my brief thoughts, takeaways, analysis, and overall excitement and thankfulness for NJPW, The New Beginning, in Saporro, Night 2. As I am a member of Team DQ, I'm happy to say that I am in second place. Good brother Chris, you're doing very well. And if you don't follow us already, if you want to look for passionate wrestling fans that just enjoy talking wrestling, whether on camera, social media, etc., please follow my friends Cindy G, Cypher Cass, good brother Christopher Willis, The Holiday Chris Mace, the Archangel James Huber, and of course Mark the Griff Reviews. We watch everything from NWA to Ring of Honor to New Japan Pro Wrestling to AEW to Impact Wrestling and so much more. And of course, the heart of it, we support independent wrestling. Support independent wrestling, folks, because that's where it all starts. But until the next video, if you want to know more about me personally, know this. I'm just a simple man. And if you haven't figured out by now, by the background especially, I am a lifelong fan of wrestling. So if you want to follow me and talk anything wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling, which is my number one, or the 5 brands of WWE, or AEW, Ring of Honor, Impact, Stardom, Pro Wrestling Noah, I could go on and on. There's so much wrestling. I watch more wrestling than I can track anymore. And of course, Independent Wrestling at the heart of it. Support pro wrestling, folks. Look me up on Twitter, NoDQ.com/Noah takes you to my Twitter page, or follow me on Instagram at nfoster1916, hashtag Superman in Life. I'll give you a nice hello, moments, thoughts, predictions, takeaways in wrestling, and who knows what else. But it's always a fun time. And also, please follow my simple YouTube channel here, youtube.com/user/NoahFoster210. You'll find all sorts of wrestling content here, new content every week. Nice new organized playlists for you. At the heart of my series, hashtag 205 Live Matters. I am ready to get out of this suit from my obligations earlier, but I just wanted to get this done before I went to bed. But anyway, if you haven't figured out by now, also the reason I do this, support NoDQ. The reason I got into YouTube, forever indebted to the NoDQ family. Thank you, Aaron Riffin Company. Buy a t-shirt. I have a t-shirt. It's Mountain Dew related. Nah. Buy a shirt. Buy a towel sheet. Buy a sticker. Support my friends. Please. Just do it. NoDQ.com/merch takes you to the store. Follow NoDQ.com on all your social media platforms. Your opinions matter. There's a comment section on everything on the official website. Polls, columns, memes, gifts, reviews, recaps, special news, who knows what else. Oh yeah, sexy female pics. You name it, it's there. Primarily wrestling from WWE with a little bit of independent wrestling and AEW. And again, this channel will have New Japan Pro Wrestling, New Beginning, Osaka predictions within the coming 24 hours. And I might be doing it with others. Stay tuned. And also, we will be doing predictions as part of Team NoDQ for Country Redacted, Super Showdown, as well as part of Team NoDQ, AEW Revolution, and part of the NXT TakeOver Portland. There's a lot of wrestling coming up in February, and some that I kind of wish wasn't happening, but it is what it is. And as always, I like to close. Support your wrestling outlets big and small, and let's keep growing this incredible, diverse, unique, elite, apologetic, authentic wrestling community together. Simple as that. With that being said, thank you for tuning in. What are your takeaways, your thoughts, your moments from so far the New Beginning Tour, or Sapporo as a whole? What do you hope to see in Osaka? Please let me know in the comments down below. I love interacting with good-hearted, passionate people about wrestling, in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. So please, like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that bell to know when the next video is going to go live. Please hit the subscribe button to help me grow this channel. And if you want to do a Simply Predictive Wrestling video with me or have a simple chat in wrestling, just reach out to me. I'd love to have you, love to do something with you. On camera or audio, doesn't matter. Whatever you feel comfortable in. Just enjoy wrestling. So until the next video, enjoy life. Enjoy the ones you have around you, because tomorrow's never guaranteed. Treasure the moments you make today and what could come tomorrow if we're fortunate to see it. And take care. And until next time, which again will be predictions in Osaka, I thank you all for your time. Genyo, sayonara, and of course, have a good night. What a wild, wild year it has been so far for New Japan Pro Wrestling. Woofa!